Hi everyone, I welcome you all to our tech podcast series. And today we are back with our tech podcast. And I am Chavi, your podcaster of the day. And now, again, we come up with so many entrepreneurs, right? But this time there is something new, which is we are having women entrepreneur. Now you might be thinking, who's the one would be coming today? Now I am very much pleased to invite Zeba. She is such an amazing woman entrepreneur. She's currently the co-founder at iThink Logistics, and it's been like such a long period of time that she has been contributing to the corporate world, and also this company has been so much amazingly inculcated by her. So with that note, I welcome you, Zeba, to our tech podcast series.
Thank you, Chavi, for having me here. I am very much excited and happy to be a part of this podcast.
Glad to know that. So before starting, the favorite thing that I would very much love to know how you started, and also women entrepreneurship sounds difficult. Women sometimes what happens, they start, but after few months they just leave it at one point and they want to go back to the corporate world. So what was your vision of starting I think logistics?
Okay, perfect. So, Chavi, I'll start with my entrepreneurship journey back in 2011. So, I have founded my first tech company with my two other co-founders, Vipul and Bharat. So, after just graduating from BSc Computer Science, like we do have a few projects while we were graduating the final year. We had created some softwares for different institutions like student management software, and we have sold that to different classes and schools. So we thought like it's a great idea to turn our product or our small idea into business, and that's how we have founded our first company in 2011. And back then, like just being a college graduate, we thought it will be fun and fun activity being into entrepreneurship, and we were very excited to take that journey ahead. And I came from a very lower middle class family. In fact, while graduating in my BSc Computer Science, I got a scholarship from an NGO to complete my further studies. So it was like I really wanted to give back to the society what I have got it from them. So my first vision to be an entrepreneur was to give back to the society what I have received from them, because back then when I was literally thinking in that way. क्या पता किसी गली में कहीं और ज़ेबा किसी का वेट कर रही होगी to just come out of that poverty line and to build something out of her own vision. And that's how I have started my entrepreneurship journey. But yes, it was completely roller coaster and lots of learning, lots of ups and downs was there back then. So we were doing multiple projects in software development. We have built softwares for enterprise clients back then in 2013-14, and that year e-commerce were very much boosting that time. So we thought let us also start our e-commerce journey, because we were struggling in financial very much that time. So we have founded our e-commerce firm, and in the same for the same e-commerce venture we struggled due to the logistic inefficiency, and like small e-commerce sellers were neglected by the larger logistic partners, and we thought this is the major problem which can be sorted out for the sellers. And we do have a community of sellers who are working with us or who were part of the e-commerce industry then, and they were also struggling for the same problem. And my other two co-founders, Paresh and Nikul, they came from a logistic experience, and we all are friends actually. So we thought now it's time to five of us to get involved in solving this major logistical problem for the sellers. And that's how we founded iThink Logistic in 2017 with only five co-founders as a founding team. And now we are a team of 200 plus members and growing each year.
That was so fabulous, and the journey was so inspiring at the same time. At the end, you mentioned one thing that you have a right now the team is so huge. With that note, would love to know something from your side. What is team management to you? And as a woman entrepreneur, was it difficult? What was the hurdles that you have faced while teaming up the whole startup in a nice manner?
So honestly, Chavi, I'll tell you one thing. As a woman entrepreneur, being tagging myself as a woman entrepreneur, I have not faced any such challenge in the industry, because what I've personally believe and feel, whatever, if we are doing anything with our good intention or with our hard work and dedication, there is no limit for anyone. No limit for any entrepreneur. There is no limit for woman entrepreneur anywhere. You can achieve whatever you can with your own power, I would say. And when we are talking about building our team, so I believe culture is one thread which binds people together. So, and I think we are very much focused on building a collaborative learning atmosphere or culture where, in fact, nobody can figure out if I'm sitting in front along with 200 people, nobody can figure out is my founder calling. So it's like we have built that kind of culture or that kind of environment for all of us. We believe we feel homely while coming to office. None of our team member is like aaj office jana hai. They are very much excited to come office regular basis and build the product from their own love and enthusiasm, I would say. So I'll tell you one thing very upfrontly, and it was like being a woman entrepreneur. I got more opportunity, I would say.
Oh.
So in fact, there are many multiple learning platform, specialized, or the programs are constructed for women entrepreneurs. Just keeping them into consideration, the challenges they are facing. There are different institutions who are helping them. Like IIM Bangalore is one of them. They have created, Goldman Sachs have created a program specially dedicated for women entrepreneurs, where we got a learning platform, a learning opportunity from the industry expert, I would say, which I believe as an entrepreneur, male entrepreneur is not getting that benefit, I would say. So this is the advantage which we have received from the ecosystem and from the people around our everywhere. And your last question, which was related to seeing myself when I have started in 2011 and coming to 2023, where we have a team of 200 plus and growing our business to nationally or internationally. Recently, we have moved to international as well. So yes, it's very. I would say I'm very grounded and very humble to be a part of this growth, because coming from a background where I have been and building this much of worth of business and making the impact of these many people's life would not be easy at all. It was like the N plus there has been support from the people, which includes my family, which also include my team members as well. So there has been time where we were struggling for so many things, like providing or giving them basic needs as well. We're not able to fulfill that time, but our people or our team were associated with that, with us back then, and they are still supporting us whenever we need. And plus we do have founding team as well. Founders are very much supportive. They just push us or push me whenever I'm struggling for any of the things to be done from my end. So it's not at all blame game at all. It's always be taking the command at ourselves and improvising the overall performance of the company or growth of the company.
Exactly, that was so true. And also, I really love the way you talked about that. Yes, there are various opportunities that are provided by obviously there are various schemes by government, and also other companies are also providing up so many training courses, and some fellowships are also there for the women entrepreneurs
Agree.
who are just
Right.
starting up. Yeah. So, can you just put some light on these? How how they helped you in climbing up the ladder?
Sure. So I'll start my first program, which I did in 2018, which was AirSui. The program was sponsored by Thai Global and US Embassy. So literally, I was very much frustrated in that day, and I was looking for some learning opportunity because I am a techie. I was a techie, and I don't have any business knowledge, skills, or learning opportunity or learning method to be used in the business or any business model which I can implement. So I literally went to Google. I searched for few programs. I found one interesting website. I applied them, and there was multiple interview process happened. And my journey of that started from a city in Baroda. So like they asked me to travel to Baroda for 3 day program, and the entire program was sponsored by them. So the program ran for 2 years. So there has been around 500 women entrepreneurs out of that program, and out of 500, there was an opportunity to to get selected. If like three women get selected, three can get a chance to travel to USA with their complete sponsorship and can get a mentorship from a US based company. So I was one of them. I got a opportunity to travel to USA in 2019, and I took a learning I got a mentorship from a company which was a SaaS based model similar to our business model based out of USA San Francisco. So that's how the first learning platform gave me an opportunity to travel from Mumbai to Bangalore and multiple Indian cities, and learning along with that, and to USA, landed to USA with their program. This is the one initiative or one program, I would say. The another part was the another was Goldman Sachs MBA program, which was sponsored by Goldman Sachs, and it was conducted by IIM Bangalore and ISB Hyderabad, ISB Mohali, sorry. So this is how the entire learning method went. So one very important point I want to throw or share it with you. It's like I have never sat down with the challenges or the problems I was facing. I was very much curious to learn things out of my own curiosity, I would say. Nobody told me this is the program running by this organization. This is where you can apply. All of this was my own research and my own curiosity, I would say. And that's how I landed to multiple programs and did that from my own scratch, I would say. So this is what my learning is. You can't just sit with the problems which you are facing and just looking at the problem itself. You have to get up. You have to find your solution by your own self. Yes, there are people to help you, but first step, it's you have to take it for yourself. You have to go out, seek help from the people wherever you are stuck. You cannot just sit idle and think about problem all the time. And to coming to this question, yes, I'm very much grateful, I would say, to my teammates and my all the co-founders. They were really helping and supporting each and every stages of my life. There has been stages where I was struggling to my personal issues as well, many quite a time. But the supportive factor which I had with my was my team and my co-founders. They were always there with me. They were always supportive. They encouraged me whenever I was failing, whenever I was not able to perform good in terms of bringing the business to the organization. They were always there with me and standing behind me, I would say.
That was so good, and I am glad to hear that. Now, moving with these things, while setting up the whole startup ecosystem, while making all these things possible, like in the starting, there's always a role model that we look up to.
Hmm.
Would love to know if is there anyone whom you look up to, or sometimes people see themselves only as their role model. So would love to hear some insights from your side.
Sure. So when I've started my entrepreneurship journey, I do have a few entrepreneurs as my role models. So one of them was Jack Ma. So I was following Jack Ma very thoroughly in my initial days. because the way he has started and built the e-commerce company Alibaba back then, and then there was I read few books of him and understood his entire journey. I do follow Michelle Obama as well as a leader. I consider her where she is been part of the entire campaign of Barack Obama, where she helped him to become a man where he is today. So I take them these two as my role model, and I'm working and definitely adding few more on a regular basis. Now I do follow Steve Jobs as well as a role model. If we consider about running the organization, building the right product, marketing it, so learning all these skills from him is helping me where I am today.
So it's not just about one. It's about learning from different entrepreneurs and
Hmm.
then building one thing.
Agree. Right.
Yeah,
Because
that's
we have to pick some all the better things from the different people and implement whatever best we can in our organization and in ourselves as well.
exactly. There is always something good to like learn
Pick.
from someone. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Right.
That's true. Now moving with that, when it comes to business, like everyone wants to know how to have the growth, and it is so difficult to grow your business, to sustain the whole process and the development of it. So how you like work on the sustainability of your business growth?
So I have read a book of a very good entrepreneur. The book name was Delivering Happiness, which was stories, a complete biography of Zappos co-founder Tony Hines, and that he mentioned very important few five P's of his business, and we have picked some of them into our business. So first one, which is like your purpose. Why are you starting your business, or why are you starting your entrepreneurship journey, or why are you doing this thing, the purpose behind doing everything what you are doing. So that has to be very very clear. So if today our purpose is to solve e-commerce sellers logistic problem, it has to be related to that only. We cannot just get into ourselves to selling something which is not related to them at all. So purpose, why are we doing it? The other part is also come as process. People. The second part is people, to whom you are associated with. That start from your founding team. That start from your people, your team around. That start with the vendors you are associated with. So all the people who are involved in your business. It can be your vendor, your partner, your teammates, everything. The other part would be the other P would be your process, how well process you have defined for yourself. Your process has to be very much defined in it. Then another P was your profit. If you are what profit you are making out of it, it has to be involved, or it has to be discussed in it. So these are the different P's I would say we have inculcated in our business, and making sure we should give equal and very important different weightage to all this different aspect of the business criteria.
Exactly, that was really insightful. And now, with that note, before concluding this podcast, I would be very much happy to know any future plans that you want to discuss with us, that you have in your mind.
So not future plans, we do have future plans ready with us, but Chavi, I'll tell you my own personal perspective or my personal belief. Whatever we are doing, whatever goal we have or plans we have, first we should definitely execute it to the level which we are talking about. So it will not make any sense to talk whatever. I have my own plan as of now, but yes, definitely we have created a very great plan to take the organization to the next level. What we are working on it, and recently we have launched our international services. I just spoke to you. So previously, like 5 years, we were completely into domestic offerings, and now we have ventured ourselves into international market as well, delivering to multiple countries. And one interesting fact about iThink Logistic, Chavi, we are completely bootstrap. So we have not raised single money till now. We are running the business with our own money or with our own sweat and blood, I would say.
That was so fabulous. It's so rare to see bootstrap startups like going from zero to now, as you mentioned, having 200 plus employees is a very huge number. If you haven't like received even 1% of investment or anything, it was really great. And I truly love the fact that you shared that, yes, before speaking or before sharing any sort of pointer or idea, it's really good to at least implement in the first stage. It's a wise decision, to be honest.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Zeba, for joining us for the today's podcast. I have like added all the description of Zeba's socials in the description below. You can have a look. You can have a conversation with her. And with that note, thank you so much. It was really great having you talking about the women entrepreneurship, and looking forward to great things in, I think, logistics.
Thank you, Shavi. Thank you for all your wishes. And it was my pleasure to be a part of this podcast and sharing my view to the audience. Really amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a good day. Bye bye.